Well, what's the best way to strip a frame down to bare metal? I've been using Sandblaster, and it's going pretty slow. It works very well, but what I found is that on any flat parts, I can get it down to metal a lot quicker by using one of these stripping wheels. So I did about halfway down the top of this bottom side of the rail and the outside of the rail in just a few minutes with this. And then I'm going to come back through with the Sandblaster, because if you get into some rusty spots that's pitted, this won't get the rust out of the pits. So I come back with the Sandblaster and get that rust out of the pits with that. So hopefully this will do most of my frame. I see it's getting wore down a little bit. I may need to get a few more. I only have one at the moment. I was hoping to get this done tonight, but I don't know. So I do also have some flap discs. I'm going to try those when this is used up. See how those work too. I've got a feeling those will not last as long as this one does. This works really good though. It's pretty quick. Only thing is, after a little while, the grinder starts to get hot. So I was doing some of this, come back, sandblast for a while, and then switch back and forth. So that's my plan. See how it goes. It's hot today. So you can see here, that's the nice finish it leaves with the Sandblaster. I got to come back through and just clean that up a little bit. But down here, so you can see this is where I use the stripping wheel, and those spots that are deep pitted, it doesn't get that rust out. Like this. So I'll come back with the Sandblaster and hit those pits with that. And then the Sandblaster works better for like around these rivets, getting the holes cleaned out, and then anything with a lot of contours and down in these brackets where you can't really get the grinding wheel. So I'll sandblast that stuff and like that. So I used up the stripper disc, and now I've been using a 60 grit flapper disc. And this thing started off great, but it lost its effectiveness very quickly. So you would go through a lot of these. But you can also go through a lot of those stripper discs. I would figure might as well get a 10 pack of those stripper discs, and you probably have about enough to do most of it if you're sandblasting along with it. But these just wear out way too quick, I think, to be effective. So one of the reasons why the sandblasting is going pretty slow is I'm using the fine grit Black Diamond from Tractor Supply. I tried to use the coarse grit that they have, see here, but the nozzle on the Sandblaster was not big enough for that, and it was getting clogged up. So this is what I ended up using here. It says to use an 1/8 inch nozzle. The other ones were 1/4 to 5/16, and the nozzle I have is only a 3/32. So if I had a bigger nozzle, it might go a little quicker with the coarser grit media. But it's, Independence Day weekend, and of course I'm trying to get this done. There's nothing in town that sells those nozzles, so if I order one, it won't be here in time. So I'm just gonna struggle along, I guess. Frame has been sandblasted. Now it's time to clean it and then etch it. And then tomorrow I'll put the frame coating on.